Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Have you subscribed? Yes, you. Have you subscribed? You. Yeah, before you go, click. It's free. Click. Just that's it. Have you subscribed? You are laughing. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, madam, thank you so much. I can see you. I can see you. We have to get to 100,000 subscribers. This by the end of the year. How are we going to do that if you don't subscribe? Yes, you. Yes, you're about to click off. Why? Have you subscribed? It's free. If you don't, ask your son, ask your daughter. How to? Just one click. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Have you subscribed? Yes, you. Have you subscribed? You. Yeah, before you go, click. It's free. Click. Just that's it. Have you subscribed? You are laughing. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, madam, thank you so much. I can see you. I can see you. We have to get to 100,000 subscribers. This by the end of the year. How are we going to do that if you don't subscribe? Yes, you. Yes, you're about to click off. Why? Have you subscribed? It's free. If you don't, ask your son, ask your daughter. How to? Just one click. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, my people. LEMFI, the International Money Transfer Service, is here to provide you with a simple and efficient money transfer experience with no fees and the best rate in the industry. If you are in the US, UK, and Canada, LEMFI is here to serve you and help you transfer money to over 21 countries. In all ramifications, they are better than their competitors. We at the Dr. Damages Show are happy to partner with them to satisfy your needs. To that end, anyone who signs up with them using the referral code DOCTOR will get $30 cash back the first time you send $100 or more. From now until July 10th, 2024, LEMFI will enter your name into a raffle draw where you can win an iPhone, Apple Watch, MacBook, gift cards, and others. For an icing on the cake, the first 20 people to use Dr. Damages code DOCTOR will get a signed copy of one of his books, This American Life Safe or Chimamanda, The Adventures of Little Mermaid's African Cousin.
I'm muted. Sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your geographical location. My name is Nkranju Lobio. Thank you for joining us this evening for this short broadcast. I will be having a guest with me, and I will bring him into the platform soon, just in the next 5 minutes. For those of us who know what disability is, we know it's not an easy thing to live with it or to have such challenges. Much more being disabled in the space of Nigeria, where even those who are able are hardly able to get survive or get along. But this young man has made himself has tried possible in every way to keep to live beyond that, and he will be sharing his story with us. And also, he plays the saxophone. He will also be playing the saxophone for us. And we would have had this broadcast in the past, but due to some logistic reason, and suddenly this evening, he came up and I asked him if he's prepared to, and he said yes. And so we had this evening this short broadcast. So I'll be bringing him in. Well, welcome, Sammy Gabi. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. We are live now, so you're on live stream. So I will give the floor to you to tell us a little bit about yourself, also your disability, the challenges you're facing, and being able to live beyond this disability. We have our viewers out there listening to you, and also you also a political activist, as you made me to understand. You like weighing into the political issues back in Nigeria. And so the floor is all yours, Sammy. And at the point you're gonna play us your saxophone for us to enjoy. We'll probably record a song for me later on that I will be playing as opening songs on this
Okay, sir.
platform. As long as it's not on YouTube infringement. So the floor is yours to you, Sammy. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, First and foremost, before I introduce myself, I'd like to greet the regular panelists like you, sir, Mr. Ovie, Mr. Kenechukwu, Mr. CM, Nkiruka, Dr. Ifi, and Kungata from Australia, one man. So, and it's been a while though. I heard from Mrs. Ho. So, and the rest, please, righteous man, and yeah. So, it's been a while though. Hey, Doctor, this man from what's his name? Mr. James. Mr.
Okay, yeah,
James.
that's our historian, Mr. James,
Yeah,
was here last week. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm looking forward in interacting with them personally though. So and I hear their analysis.
Hopefully they are going to join. Hopefully they are going to join. But
Yeah. And
this
forefathers.
program is for you. Oh,
Yeah, and
Fafada is fine.
forefathers.
He's doing well.
Ah, yes. The military, enthusiasts.
Uh,
Oh,
so, Sammy, tell us about yourself. What you do. You a little bit about the challenges you face in respect to
okay.
your
Um,
disability. And thank you very much.
my name is Samuel Gabriel, aka Mr. Sabegadi, aka Mr. Phoenix. I'm a flutist, I'm a saxophonist, I'm a swimmer, I'm a philanthropist, and I'm also a revolutionary. So I don't like classifying myself as an activist. I prefer being identified as a revolutionary. Yeah. And I've been detained by the DSS at a point in time for political reasons. Yeah, I wasn't born blind. I became blind as a result of glaucoma. And in summary, I wouldn't have been this blind if I've listened to my doctors instead of my pastor. Sorry, I am a very blunt person,
Sorry,
I love,
what do you mean? Sorry for interjecting you. What do you mean? You wouldn't have been this blind if you have listened to your doctor and not your pastor. What happened? If you don't
yeah,
mind shedding a bit of
yeah.
light into that, please.
At the time that glaucoma was being discovered as the cause of my eye defects, I could still see to an extent reasonably. I could still depend on my sight for several things. So, and I was being told by my pastor in the church to pray that this is an attack from the devil. I should pray and fast, and which I did sheepishly. So, which I did sheepishly, and the results is what I call blindness.
Uh, sorry to hear about that. How have you been coping with it? I mean, ever since, particularly in the Nigerian space, the challenges you face. Before then, have you? I believe there is a cure. I mean, I don't know. Don't let me say, but
For
I
now,
think
no.
there is.
For now, no.
Oh my God,
A cure has not been discovered.
the cure has not been discovered for it.
Yes, for now.
So, yeah, for now. But what are the
Yes.
challenges you have faced so far in that space in Nigeria in respect to this blindness of yours, if you don't mind me asking?
Now, I've conditioned myself to the point. I've conditioned myself that, though things may be difficult, it is not impossible. So the possibility has what has kept me thriving, and as you call it, challenge, I see challenge as a means of improvement. Any stumbling block, the fighting spirit in me, I've seen any stumbling block as a stepping stone, obstacles as opportunities, regardless of, it. So now to the challenges. First and foremost, orientation, orientation, orientation. Nigeria has the way of stigmatizing anything that they deem is a little bit lesser than them. Be you poor, be you physically challenged, be you a subordinate. We just have a way of stigmatizing. The politicians stigmatize us, the masses, the elites also stigmatize us, the masses. So the able-bodied person too stigmatize us, deliberately, and sometimes it might just be due to lack of education. For the politician, definitely, we all know that it is deliberate. It is deliberate, to just subjugate us. Yeah. So like, I usually feel very angry, very pissed when we give a politician the excuses that they are the ruling class or the ruling class, that they are incompetent. No, they are not incompetent. They are very deliberate what they are doing at the subjugation, the debilitation, of the populace, of the citizenry. The 70,000 minimum wage, after several fights, they've increased to. They are going to pay the Nigerians that will be productive. I bet you they don't give their girlfriends 70,000 naira per short time, per meeting. Believe you me, their dogs don't earn minimum wage. So this thing is just deliberate. They are very wicked. Based on what I do as a musician, I meet them, without stress. I've been to several functions with them. I've interacted with some of them. Some occasions confronting them. Believe you me, they know what they're doing. They're very intelligent. So it's deliberate. And for Nigerians, I don't blame them because they know what they're doing. It is we Nigerians that don't know what we're doing. That's what I blame. So, but sorry that I digress though. The challenges as a person with disability is, the political factor is there. Yes, after one or two things, the politician to score some cheap political points, they will exercise some tokenistic gestures towards the person with disability, and some of us too, because of our exposure, we don't know better. We thank them, we beg them. The other front, stigmatization, like from persons, lack of sort of knowledge. Now, as a blind person, how can you fall in love? Hey, how do you cook? How do you press your phone? How do you do this? How do you move around? So Those are other challenges too. Thirdly, um, our take home is not enough to take us home, let alone getting some assistive technologies of devices that will help us, that will serve as a succor, for us, in our difficulties. The wheelchair, as ordinary as a wheelchair is, we have many physically challenged that can't even get it. Not to talk about the electric wheelchair. So, everything, is just fashioned, to just inconvenience us. Is so, yeah. Yes.
What do you think? What do you think the government? I know the government will run this present day. Uh, that they are nothing to write home about, but let's just see if we can give them the benefit of doubt. But what do you think the government can do to help those who are physically challenged with a disability, if you don't mind?
Okay. Please, before I say this, disability. I'm sorry. Disability now is a mind thingy. In one way or the other, all of us have a form of disability. So
Correct.
disability is not exclusive to those that have lost a part of their body. The definition of disability is the inability to do something. Like now,
Correct.
I don't have the ability to see, but I have the ability to swim. Sir, I doubt if you
That's
have the
that's
ability to swim.
that's a good one.
So, yeah.
Thanks, Abby.
So yeah. So it is not exoteric with the physically or losing one part of the body, but narrowing it down to, you understand, the government to start with, they should build roads. You know, they should make transportation, very accessible, like the UK transportation now. They should also, yeah, they should just make things just living and well for Nigerians generally to start with. Second, as regards this thing, assistive technologies, it can be, if not fully paid for, at least it can be subsidized for persons with disability. We have the glasses, we have the electric guide cane, we have the wheelchairs. All these things can, be subsidized. Thank God that there is a legislation that each government parastatals can employ 5% of persons with disability. Um, sure, it is good, but enforcement is key. So, and also they should also enforce, yes, discrimination against disability is a crime according to the law. Is it punishable by 5 years or so? It should be enforced. No, it should be enforced. And also, we have over 30 million persons with disability in Nigeria, which is more than most of many European countries. It should be a ministry on its own. It should be a ministry on its own. So instead of hiding under Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, it should be a ministry. And from there, and yeah, so sure. So those are the things I think the government can do.
Thank you. So, I mean, you mentioned Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Is that ministry responsible or tasked with taking care or providing stuff for those with disability, like people who are blind? Are they the one taxed for it?
It's actually, yeah, there is a National Disability Commission which caters for persons with disability, and which is under the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Is a parastatal under the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. So, but we have several, associations, civil societies like a National Association of the Blind, you know, persons with, physically challenged, people, persons with albinism. We have organization of joint national persons with disability. Association of persons with disability. So we have different organizations, but the government recognized this is National Disability Commission.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So, yeah, which
Uh,
is under the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
okay. How did you get into playing music? I mean, uh, how did you get into playing music, and how did you get employed by it? Or is it a freelancer,
Okay.
freelance musician you are, or are you being paid for it?
Okay. Um. Now, as regards music, I used to be a music lover. Okay, you say it. I shared the same birthday with Michael Jackson, who influenced me.
Nice.
Yeah, August 29. So I'm expecting everybody's gift on the 29th of this month,
All right.
including you.
Okay, don't worry. You will hear from me.
Yeah, thank you. So, um, I used to be a lover of music, but never had the opportunity to learn the instrument. In fact, growing up, I grew up in a community where our parents wants us to be doctor, lawyer, engineer, you know. But people that have the dreams of becoming a doctor, Nigeria just have a way of promoting the person's destiny to become a conductor. So, so yeah. So, now, yeah. So I grew up in that though with that, and music is something I love, but never had the opportunity. So, but the thing I could do, I started music as a rapper. You know, my started music as a rapper. We're doing when I was a teenager, we're doing 4-bar raps. Like, back in those days when I was in adversity, everything I did, people calling it as an absurdity. In truth, father fiction, I can't explain the discrepancy. What's supposed to be nightmare, it was my reality. I struggled, I fumbled, was tied to finger shackles. Out of obligation, our ability made me humble. When I was still pregnant, I knew who my friends were, but now I'm delivered. My friend knows who I am. Now, if I stay behind the sun, it does not stop it from shining. The sky is too scared to become my limit. So all those. So we used to rapping as a teenager. Not until I had the opportunity to learn the piano, and that was 2011 from a friend Tobechiko Gadima. God bless him wherever he is now. So from there, 2013, I picked up the flute, and 2019, I picked up the saxophone. So, and I've had the privilege to work with persons like Nathan Ebasi, Nate Samikboso, Nate Sound Sultan. I've backed up for this man, Don McLaughlin. Yeah, I work with, of recent, AY Comedian, his project. So at that time he called me some weeks ago. I was actually on this project, so which we just ended. So who again? Several. I've been at several platforms. Like the experience. Um, Perform at Chike's concert, Shani Poppy's concert, and whatnot. So and I've had the privilege to play at the hotels, several hotels, including the biggest hotel in Abuja. So yeah. So and some I get paid, some I do it voluntarily. Sometimes I just do it for the sake of having a springboard opportunity, for the future. So I do it for the sake of network sometimes, and sometimes I just do it, for God. Yeah,
Uh, What what
and
what is your greatest wish right now?
yeah.
What is your greatest wish? What will be your greatest wish right now? What do you wish for at this very moment?
Is it personal wish or general wish?
Either or
Okay,
both.
personal wish. I wish, the way Nigeria is now. The way Nigeria is now. The only problem money cannot answer is only God that can answer it. So I need money. I need. I don't even need money. It's more money I need. Money, 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 money. If you're sick, you need money. If you're hungry, you need money. You know, everything. Unlike some of the European countries where the government have, be able to bridge the gap between the haves and the have-nots. By so, but everything Nigeria, Nigeria, you are your own local government, literally. You supply everything for your own self. So your security, yeah. So money is very sacrosanct, very important, very important. In fact, money is important. Yeah. So and it's very
Okay.
imperative. Yeah.
Uh,
So
when you
yeah.
said
But
sorry, when you said you're your own local government, it brought a kind of a story someone once shared that this gentleman always send money home to his families, and one day his girlfriend asked him, it happens to be, I mean, his wife or girlfriend, whatever, happens to be a white person, and she asked him, don't you people have social welfare back in Nigeria? And his response was, I am their social welfare.
yes, bro. Yes.
uh, let's go a little bit into politics before you play your saxophone. I'm not going to keep you here longer than necessary.
Yes, sir.
Uh, 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 you follow the political drama and play Nigeria. This last 10 days protest and bad governance protest. What is your take on it?
you know, um, what I would say might be a little bit unpopular. From experience, I doubt if Nigerians are ready for a change. You know, I participated in NSAS, almost lost my life like twice as a result of the NSAS, shootings, and the thug attack. Now, I feel very bad, very sad for the people that lost their life, for just wasted their life. I feel very bad for them. That after their death, that we just moved on like that. You know, the answers as a participant, we didn't carry the downtrodden along at that period. So, and that was why when help this thing, everything was let down. The same people that served as thugs, they started acting, violently. The same Agbero that we look down on were the same people that started destroying properties, looting, you know, different shops. So please, as okay, this protest I was a little bit, in as much as it's a necessity, I was a little bit skeptical that it's going to effect any change, which I'm right, which I'm right. So after the protest, people has lost their life. What next? I'm looking forward to the day that any lives that has been lost as a result of the protest should be accounted for by the perpetrators of the life lost. See, I won't want to say it as a so that they no go come pick me again. Not because I'm afraid. If they pick me now, to what end? So being a result-oriented person, so every action should provoke reaction, according to Newton fourth law of motion. Now there's a state that reflected the type of protest I want, which I won't mention the name. So, but if any life lost, at least this politician should make account of it. The police or the military personnel should also make, like, they should make account for it. Though I won't say how, but instead of we no go gree, and for you to be crying, the West no like you at all. They don't at all. In fact, Africa must remain poor for the rest. Africa must remain impoverished for the West to thrive. And now the Asians, that's China, is now also coming into place, and Russia. So, sincerely speaking, we shouldn't look up to them at all. We should lock the room, like we should lock the room with the politician and deal with them decisively the way that we would like to deal with them. They should be scared of us. Now, see Denge Ngake now talking about the protesters want a regime change. Sorry, are the president monarch? Sorry, is the president, is he a monarch? If we want him to vacate the position for is this in ineptitude, so be it. At least if he claims that we elected them, we also have the right to also push them, put them out of the hinges of power. I feel very saddened. I feel very saddened that we're not ready yet. Nigeria, a conspiracy amongst the elites, the political elites, the religious elites, the business elites, with the stooges, with the puppets called the celebrities, the influencers, the journalists, and also the elites now are also puppets to the West. You think it's just a mere protest that we just say that we as well? That's what I'll just say. So, and as regards the revolution, though, it is still the oppressors that are not determine if the revolution will be bloodless or not. It's not the masses.
Thank you, Sammy. I really appreciate your time and your in-depth knowledge on the political space and your participation in protests and everything. I think maybe if you like to play some of your play your saxophone for us to enjoy before we bring this live stream to. I'm still gonna. I will have you here another day because there's some things. This is a build up to issue of disability in Nigeria. So this was an impromptu one, as you know. It just came up this evening, and we just had to do it. But your story that you've shared, the positive attitude that you've displayed so far is worth emulating. I have to take it. I will take it on board. In spite of your challenges that you have, you're living beyond it. If you don't mind, play us a little bit of your sax so that we can hear you play and serenade those of viewers that are watching, including myself. Thank you, Simon.
Okay, let me do this song.
Thank you. Thank you, Sammy. That was lovely. Before we bring it to an end, is there anything you want to say? Is there anything you want to add to the things you've said?
Fidel Castro stated, and I quote, "If the ruling class make a peaceful resolution impossible, they will make a violent revolution inevitable. This arrest my case."
Thank you, Sammy. Thank
Thank
you
you.
again for joining. And like I said, I'm gonna bring you back here again. I'll get in touch with you. And this
Yes,
is,
sir.
like I said, this is an impromptu one and a short one, a prelude to what we will have on another day with some other guests with in the that will come in and have a chat with you. So again, thank you very much, and I
Thank
will
you.
catch up with you. I'm not forgetting your birthday. You said it's 29th of August, if I'm correct.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll put it in my diary, and I'll give you a
Thank you
shout
very
out
much.
on that day.
Thank you,
So
sir.
you're welcome. Have a lovely evening, and I will have a chat with you again. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
All right, no
All
problem.
right. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Have you subscribed? Yes, you. Have you subscribed? You. Yeah, before you go, click. It's free. Click. Just that's it. Have you subscribed? You are laughing. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, madam, thank you so much. I can see you. I can see you. We have to get to 100,000 subscribers. This by the end of the year. How are we going to do that if you don't subscribe? Yes, you. Yes, you're about to click off. Why? Have you subscribed? It's free. If you don't, ask your son, ask your daughter how to. Just one click. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.